Okay, everybody, I guess we're official.
Yay.
We'll call this special meeting of the Council on Aging Board. We're going to call it to order. And I just want to make sure we have enough, so I'm going to do a roll call. Joyce, are you on the line?
Yes.
Maria, are you on the line?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Larry? I don't hear Larry. Dave?
Yes.
Joe McCarthy? Joe? I thought I heard him.
Yeah, he was on earlier, so.
Yeah. Dorothy? Pat, I know is missing. She already sent me a note. Dave, you're on the line.
Yes.
Tracy?
Here.
And Jack. I don't think we have Jack. But we do have a quorum.
Yeah, hi, Larry Smith is here.
Quintara.
Okay, Larry, we got you. Thank you.
Wait, did
Quintara
you hear
just came in.
Did you hear Quintara? Quintara's here.
Oh, Quintara. I'm sorry, Quintara.
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, we were having some confusion. Quite a few people contacted me. They didn't get the message, so I'm glad everybody is there. First of all, I know we've been talking about this, but to get it on record officially, last night at the town meeting, all the appropriations as related to the senior center were passed. The appropriation to buy the land next to the center for parking passed, which was great. And then in warrant number 13, which is kind of a lump sum warrant of a bunch of issues, but included in that was the extra $3 million for additional appropriations to build the senior center. That passed. So make a long story short, we're going to get a new senior center in the town of North Andover. So congratulations to us and congratulations to all the seniors and the town itself for passing that. I think it's well worth it for us seniors. So with that being said,
yeah, that was good. That was good, Joe. And I think Melissa really did a fabulous job as town manager at that meeting. I've attended several others and heard other town managers speak, but Melissa was impressive. I mean, she dealt with all kinds of questions and had all kinds of data at her fingertips, and she spoke well of the senior center stuff too.
Yeah, I agree.
Was that Larry?
That was Larry.
Oh.
Yeah, that was Larry. And I agree, Larry. She's very factual. She has a good grasp of the numbers. So I really think that helped the cause because she didn't, it wasn't emotional, it wasn't hand waving, it was factual, and I thought she did a fabulous job. And I think that's just what we needed to get it passed. And as I said before, I said it was actually kind of anticlimactic. I mean, everything just, it was, here's the facts, and let's take a vote, and everything passed, and I was very, very pleased with that. So all good news all around. So with that being said, the real purpose of this meeting was to elect new officers for the Council on Aging Board. So with that, I'd like to open the nominations for the new chair of the Council on Aging Board.
Joe,
So do I hear a nomination for chair?
Yes, this is Joyce. I'd like to nominate for chair Larry Smith, and I do that with great pleasure.
Okay, and do I hear a second?
Second. Maria.
Okay, Maria seconded. So let's take a vote. If we can do it by the way, Joe McCarthy and I chatted. I think it was last week, Joe. And Joe has decided to step back. He's got enough on his plate as chair of the Board of Health. And so I want to wish Joe the best of luck in that position because I know it's probably a pretty difficult time for what's going on. Hopefully things will improve in the near-term future. But keep up the good work, Joe, and we're pushing for you as well in that position. So with that in mind, let's do a voice vote for, do I have any other nominations first? Okay, let's do a voice vote for Larry as chair. So Joyce, do you vote yes?
Yes.
Okay, Maria?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Joe McCarthy? I don't hear Joe.
He must have dropped off the call.
Okay.
Hi, Irene's here.
Oh, hi,
Joe.
Irene. Oh, yeah. Are we
can
losing
hear
you, Joe?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I've been here all along.
Can you hear us? Can you hear
Yes,
us?
I can. Yes,
Okay.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, now we can.
Yeah.
Okay, Tracy?
Yes.
Okay. And Quintara?
Yes.
Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think I think we have a sufficient vote. So congratulations, Larry. You've been elected as the new chair for the Council on Aging. Congratulations.
Yeah, well,
so
thank
what-
you, and I look forward to helping out.
That's great. So now I want to open up the nominations for vice chair. So do I hear a nomination?
Joyce again. I'd like to nominate with pleasure Dave Van Arsdale for Vice Chair of the Council on Aging.
Okay. Do I hear any other nominations?
Joe, I'd like to make a comment.
Yeah.
This is Dave. I
Yeah.
am willing to serve as vice chair, but I think the nomination should say pending appointment to a permanent position on the Council on Aging by the Board of Selectmen.
And I agree, but based upon some conversations I've had, I think we can move forward with this because you were duly sworn in. So I think that's and I agree with that. But you have been sworn in, so you are on the board officially, with non-voting rights. But I think that's going to take place pretty soon for everybody's sake. I've been in conversations with the town manager's administrative assistant, Jillian. I've been in discussion with Rosemary Smedili. We just got to go through the process, but I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. I think it's just a kind of a perfunctory move. So with that being said, you've been nominated, Dave, and we're going to go through with the election process. So I'll start it again. Joyce, are you in favor of Dave?
Yes.
We didn't get a second.
Oh, I'm sorry. So we need a second for Dave's nomination.
I'll second
Anybody
it.
second? Okay, Maria.
Thank you.
Okay, so Joyce voted yes. Maria, do you vote yes?
Yes.
Okay, Jen?
Yes.
Okay, Larry?
Yes.
Joe?
Yes.
I know Dot and Pat aren't here. Tracy?
Yes.
And Quintara?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so for secretary, currently we have Tracy, and I need someone to nominate for secretary.
This is Maria. I will nominate Tracy once again for secretary. She's done such a fabulous job. Wouldn't want to
Okay,
lose
do
her.
I hear a second?
I second.
I second.
Okay. All right, so let's go through the voting again. Joyce?
Yes.
Maria?
Yes. Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Larry?
Yes.
Okay, Dave?
Yes.
Joe?
Yes.
I won't hit Tracy. Quintara?
Yes.
Okay, so Tracy will retain her position as secretary, and we'll do treasurer, even though we don't have any funds, but I think we may have to. So I would like to nominate Maria for treasurer. She voiced an interest in doing it, so I nominate Maria. Do I hear a second?
Second.
I second.
Okay, so let's vote. Joyce?
Yes.
Jen?
Yes.
Maria? I'm sorry, Larry?
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Joe McCarthy?
Yes.
Tracy?
Yes.
And Quintara?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Maria, you're the new treasurer. So congratulations, everyone. We now have a new board for the upcoming year, starting for fiscal 2021. I think that concludes our meeting. I want to thank everybody
Joe,
Yes,
Joe McCarthy, can I just make a brief comment?
sure.
And I wanted to make it after the election because I didn't want to skew the election at all. But with the loss of you and also Joyce and Dorothy, the three of you have really done a stellar job, and you're going to be very, very much. And as such, we have new members in the board, but our board right now is relatively green, and I'm very, very concerned that that could cause a problem going forward. As such, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Quintara Costa as the advisor to the Council on Aging officers for this year, just as an advisor for the year. She has done a stellar job in everything that she has worked on. Extremely impressed with her. Very smart, very dedicated, very knowledgeable. I can go into all kinds of details as to what she has done for us, but I don't think that's necessary. But I think we should consider that. I'm just very concerned, not for the quality of the people that are on that are new officers right now, but for the lack of experience. That's troublesome.
Well, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I don't even know if we need to make a motion for it. I totally agree with you. I think, based upon what I've seen, Quintara has been invaluable and has really helped. And I think she can be our advisor no matter what, whether we go through the process of making a motion or not. I think it's strictly a matter of her, stepping up when needed, if asked, and if she's available, to just do it. So, I would say, Quintara, if you're able and willing at any point in time to jump in and give, advice, be it financial or technical or whatever, if you're willing to do that, that would be great for the board. As Joe says, it's a relatively young board in terms of experience being on the board, but I think a very capable board. So, with that being said, is that okay with you, Quintara?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's certainly my intention, and I don't need an official title to feel compensated or whatever you want to call it to do that. That's absolutely my intention, to be a part of the board and to kind of meet maybe separately with the new chair and vice chair. So, even though I'm in finance, I didn't raise up through the bank, so the titles aren't as important to me as maybe it seems. So, no, that's absolutely my intention. And down the road, I would love to be vice chair or chair. Just this year, with everything going on and having 3 young kids at home, I just didn't want to commit myself to something that maybe I just couldn't be my all for. So, but maybe in the future, it's something I would be interested in doing.
Yeah.
And Joe, what I'd like to say is I think Dave and Larry would be and are perfect representatives for the Council on Aging. They have the right temperament. They're even-keeled. They have great relations with people in town, and if they don't already, they can easily form great relations, and they won't alienate anybody with their actions, and that's key to making a perfect representative for the seniors. Well-balanced people, don't lash out, and just out-and-out professional guys, as well as Quintara joining in that group. Okay, that's all I needed to say, and I'm so thrilled that the right people are in place.
Absolutely, we said.
Yeah, this is Larry. I'd just like to make one comment about that too. The idea of advisor is important, but we should all remind ourselves that when the selectmen appointed each one of us to the board, it is as an advisor. That
That's
we are
true.
all here to provide advice to each other and to the town and to the employees and Irene about the needs of the seniors and the senior center and all of that kind of stuff. So each and every one of us is, to the extent that we're able to provide the advice that we'd like to, you know, and we take it as a group and we take it individually. I'm wondering, we do meet over the summer too, don't we?
Yes, we do. So the next meeting would be in July, and it's going to be July 14th.
And I guess we don't know yet whether or not that will be an in-person meeting or another remote meeting.
Yeah.
I imagine that it will be a remote meeting at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll have to check in, Larry, with Irene, you know, periodically, you know, just to confirm that. Joe, how have they been doing the meetings on the Board of Health? Have they been doing them remotely as well?
Yeah, these are virtual meetings. I'm kind of itchy to get back to live meetings at town hall. I don't think that we're that far away from doing it.
Yeah, maybe we can do the COA in the parking lot. Set up a bunch of chairs outside, maybe, or something.
Oh, you know
like that.
It's really not a bad idea at all. Back to the Board of Health, I think we can maintain our social distance of 6+ feet and still have live meetings. But right now we've been having meetings every 2 weeks. The next meeting that we have is a week from tomorrow, Thursday, and then often we don't have meetings for the month of August. But this year we will, and we will continue to have meetings either once a month or 2 or 3 times a month, depending upon the need.
Yeah.
I do want to say this. Getting back to the motion that I made, we all recognize the value of Quintana to our board, and so I retract that motion, knowing full well that she's going to play an active role to help ensure that our board is very successful.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I think that's good. You know, and I just see, you know, for the next, you know, based upon what I heard from last night, you know, they might be able to start breaking ground very soon, within the next month or two. You know, I think then, you know, for the next year, you know, a year to a year and a half, it's going to be all hands on deck to, you know, make sure this senior center, I mean, they're going to build it, and now things like the naming rights and things like that are going to be vitally important, and I think that's where a lot of the emphasis is going to be. So with that,
Joe,
sorry.
it's Irene.
Yes.
From what Melissa has told me is that if everything passed, they will be starting breaking ground at the end of June. So it will be that soon.
Whoa!
And
Well, they said it. I think she said it publicly last night.
Yes, she did.
At town meeting. She said towards the end of June. So I think, you know, that's just fantastic. So I have a feeling that Minco already owns that property. So, you know, we're just going to buy the property from them. So I think we don't have to, you know, jump through hoops to make that purchase. So, you know, it's just good. It's just good news all around. So it's like a big relief off everybody's shoulders. So anyway.
It was a very hot night on the field. I will not be available on the 14th. I will be out of town. And but Carla will be here to sit in for me. So. Okay.
So, Larry, you know, just keep in touch with Carla. You know, call you know, a week or two before the meeting, and you can pick up you know, any agenda items that the staff might have for the meeting, and then you can add your own in as well.
Yeah, I think it would be a great idea to have it outside too, if the weather holds out, and we'll talk about that as we move forward.
Yeah, and publicly, you know, if you guys need me for anything, you know, please feel free to give me a call at any time.
Just a suggestion.
Hello?
Yes.
The front entry area to town hall might actually have enough space for 10 to 11 chairs, and it would be an interesting demonstration for the whole town.
That's a
That's
good idea there.
Very good point. Very good
Yeah.
point.
Good idea.
Well, keep the good ideas
Okay.
coming.
Yeah, get
So,
your
uh,
brains inside.
So with that, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
No, this
I
is
make-
Joe McCarthy again, and I believe that this is the last meeting that Joe and Joyce and Dorothy will. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, listen, I just want to wish the three, as I know that there have been issues of concern going back the last couple of years, but the three of you really have done a good job. No, that's not true. You've done a stellar job, and I wish the three of you nothing but the best that life has to offer going forward.
Wish you
Well,
all.
thank you.
Wish
Yeah,
you all.
Joe,
Already.
I would like to add to that, for you and Joyce and, Dorothy as well, that, we have come a long way, and you have been there in the forefront, and you've supported me, and, you've, really assisted me in different situations. Can you hear me? I'm just getting a lot of feedback.
Yeah, no, I can hear you.
Okay. So we greatly appreciate it. And Joe, don't be a stranger. You're in the building. We know. We love having you here.
Well, thank you. I plan on visiting, and I might even, attend a meeting or two as a guest, and
Yeah.
that's my plan anyway.
And,
Same here.
and Joyce, you made some connections for us. And, once we reopen again, I'd like to meet with you and see if I can get connected with some of the folks regarding nutrition and meals and things that we have talked about in the past.
Absolutely, Irene. Just
Thank you, Joyce, so much.
anytime.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't be a stranger, anybody, so please. And thank
Okay.
you to the whole board for being supportive through this process of just getting the first shovels out. And I would expect that you would all be at the first shovel digging. Joe, you, Joyce, yeah, everybody
I plan
should
on
be
being
here.
there for sure.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
All right.
Good.
God bless you all, and good luck. Sign off. It's Maria.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I make a
Okay.
motion.
Is that
Made one.
Joe? And second, Maria?
Yes,
Yes.
second.
Okay, everybody, the meeting is adjourned. Thank you very much. Stay safe, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
Have a
That's
great
it.
day,
Thank
Joe.
you.
Good luck.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Over and out.